Hey folks, this is Chris Hinds, councilperson for Denver City Council District 10, coming to you live from Capitol Hill here in beautiful Denver's Perfect 10. In case you don't know, my name is Chris Hinds, and I guess you pretty much have to have some serious memory issues because I just told you that. But anyway, if you don't already know where District 10 is, it is Uptown, Capitol Hill, Golden Triangle, Cheeseman, Congress, Cherry Creek Country Club, Belcaro, and Alamo Placida. Every Friday we go live and recap the week. It's about a 20 to 30 minute program, and normally it's in the studio. But as in the studio, as in there's a little bit of spot next to my desk. But today I thought, wow, it is such a beautiful day here in Denver, Colorado, that I might as well spend a little bit of time here in the neighborhood. Just the format for this live stream, usually I talk about my values. I was very interested in the campaign on 3 core issues: housing, transportation, and representation, and so I talk about each of those issues, and so let's go into housing. As you may know, District 10 is a vibrant district, and there are about 70,000 people who live in District 10, and there's a whole lot going on. A lot of people want to move to District 10, or are interested and curious about the present and the future of housing in District 10. So as is going on right now, we have the East Central Area Plan. In case you haven't already heard, the East Central Area Plan is back open for comment once again. So if you want more information about it, it's denvergov.org/East Central Plan. Also, if you go to my website and the denvergov.org website /District 10, you'll get information at the top. We put together a little bit of a cheat sheet. It's several sheets of cheat, but the full plan is 270 pages, which is kind of big. Our cheat sheet is about 30 pages or 28 pages, something like that. Just so you know, you don't have to read the whole thing. It is organized by neighborhood, and a lot of people are particularly interested in their own neighborhood. So if you're an urban planner geek and you want to learn about all 6 neighborhoods in the East Central Area Plan, have at it. But I really encourage people, if you have interest in and how you get around the city or how you get around your neighborhood, if you want more sidewalks, if you want more bike lanes, if you want less sidewalks and bike lanes, then the East Central Area Plan is one way that you can share that feedback with the city. So in addition to the East Central Area Plan, there's another planning document that is underway. It is the Golden Triangle Area Plan, and so the Golden Triangle Plan is moving forward with its public engagement process. They've already had, I believe, 2 meetings already, and they're moving forward with additional stakeholder meetings. Effectively, Golden Triangle, which is right next to the urban core, it includes a whole bunch of museums. It includes the city and county building, and a vibrant area of the city. If you are interested in that area, then please feel free to learn more. You can find out more information from our Facebook page. You can also actually, I forget the URL. I didn't write it down. But if you contact us, if you email district10@denvergov.org, we can make sure that we redirect you to where the Golden Triangle public meetings are and where the information on which to comment. We can give you all that information too. Also, in addition to the Golden Triangle Plan and the East Central Area Plan, we have another plan that has just kicked off. The South Central Neighborhood planning process has just kicked off, and that includes Alamo Placida in Denver's District 10. Most of it is south or west of District 10, but it does include the Alamo Placida neighborhood. And so if you live there, that's very early in the process. I think they've had 1, maybe 2 meetings so far, so not a whole lot. It's certainly an opportunity for you to get into the program, into the stakeholder process from the very beginning. Whereas the East Central Area Plan is at the very end of the process, or close to the end of the process. The South Central Neighborhood Planning Initiative is very early. In addition to that, the Cherry Creek Area Improvement Plan is also getting a refresher and some additional information provided about to make sure that the Area Improvement Plan is still relevant and it makes sense for everyone. So basically, I don't think that's a full planning process. It's just to make sure that that it is what we want it to be. So basically, if you live in Uptown, Capitol Hill, Cheeseman, or Congress, the East Central Area Plan is for you. If you live in Cherry Creek, the Cherry Creek Area Improvement Plan is for you. If you live in Alamo Placida, the South Central Neighborhood Planning process is for you. Golden Triangle has its own process as well. So effectively, I think it's just Country Club that is the only area in District 10 that is not currently actively undergoing a neighborhood planning initiative. So that's a whole lot. Furthermore, our planning department, community planning and development, is looking at the rezoning process to make sure that it continues to make sense for Denver. We in City Council had a 3-hour meeting on Wednesday to talk about the rezoning criteria and make sure that that makes sense. So that's just a little bit about housing. Let's talk about transportation. So in addition to all of those neighborhood processes, there is a stakeholder group that is just starting to review our transportation infrastructure around our urban core. So that certainly includes the Central Business District and Lodo and the ballpark area. It also includes, in District 10, it includes all of the Golden Triangle and the west sides of Capitol Hill and Uptown. So the idea is to make sure that our urban core has a way for people to get around by bus, on foot, or wheeling like me, or by bike or by car. So it's making sure that we have the transportation options. As I've said many times before, we all deserve the freedom to get from A to B safely, however we choose to get there. So that stakeholder review process has the next meeting at La Familia Recreation Center, and it's on Thursday, March 19th from 5:30 to 7:30. Again, Thursday, March 19th, 5:30 to 7:30 at La Familia Recreation Center. The address there is 65 South Alati. Also, Denver Moves Downtown is coming back together, and they're also having an open house in March. It is March 25th from 5:30 to 7:30 in the McNichols Center. And sorry, I've got the sun right behind me, so let me move to get it slightly out of the way. And so the McNichols Center is in the Civic Center complex, and basically the idea there is also to re-envision. Oh, actually, I lied to you. This is the re-envision of the urban core, including downtown, Golden Triangle, and the western parts of Uptown and Cap Hill. The larger stakeholder group that I was talking about, that's at La Familia, is all of the Central Business District. It goes down into District 7, so south of Fairways. But both of them are focused on making sure that we have. We're looking at how we can get around our city by car, but also to make sure that we have options other than cars, including sidewalks, bike lanes, and buses. And then also, just yesterday, Colorado Politics published a research report. So if you're at all interested, then check the article out at Colorado Politics. but this research report said did a survey of Denverites and regarding Vision Zero and our plan to our plan to install bike lanes. It said that 80% of Denverites support the city's plan to add 125 miles of bike lanes by 2024. 4 in 5. That's a pretty serious statistic. That shows a lot of strong support. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are, though. Do you think that that we have that level of support? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Please let us know in the comments. Another statistic from this article and from the survey is that a majority of Denverites agree that bike infrastructure should come at the expense of parking and travel lanes. I know that's a little bit more controversial, but I guess that's why it's only a majority as opposed to 80%. So I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are about that as well. So a little bit about housing and transportation. What about representation? So this week we had a tour. We had a bunch of children who live in the district, and parents too, come visit us in the city and county building. And so we gave them a tour of the building. We showed them the special ferry office, F-A-R-Y, yes, ferry office, and we had lunch. We talked a lot about government and the different levels of government, the different branches of government, and why it's important to understand the political process and to participate in it. So I want to thank you so much for those of you who attended. It was a lot of fun. So also this week we had a coffee in the community meeting, or coffee with your councilperson, whichever you wish to call it. It was yesterday morning at Corner Beat in Capitol Hill, so actually just a few blocks north of where I am now. And it was really interesting to see the people who were there at Corner Beat. There were a lot of people at Corner Beat, and I felt kind of old. So, the median age in Capitol Hill is 31, according to the Denver Open data. And as I go to various places around Capitol Hill, it shows. Going to Trader Joe's, I feel certainly older than the average person who is shopping at or working at Trader Joe's. And Corner Beat was similar. But it was also interesting. There was a gentleman there who has lived in Capitol Hill since the 80s. I told him that he owned his house longer than the median person has been alive in the neighborhood, and he said yes, he's seen a lot of stuff happen. So, but it was really neat to hear a little bit about the lore and the history of Capitol Hill and District 10. So I don't have as much information this week as I might normally provide, but I did do this field trip, and we learned this week that that one of the District 10 constituents submitted Quality Hill Park in the Capitol Hill neighborhood as a potential site for a dog park. And I happen to be in Quality Hill Park right now. So just checking out the park. I've actually been here several times before, but I've also been chatting with neighbors in the immediate vicinity as before I got here. And I don't know if you know, but the District 10 has no dog park at all in the entire district. At least no city dog park, and so that's kind of interesting because people will take their dogs off leash illegally into Governor's Park or illegally into Cheeseman Park, but the information that when I chat with people, they say the main reason why they do that is because they have no other place to take their dog. The statistics also show that a third of Cap Hill residents don't own a car at all, so it isn't like they can load up their pups in the family truckster and take them to Carlo Madison or Fuller Dog Park or Chatfield or wherever. So and I think that the fractional car ownership companies don't allow dogs in their cars. So I don't know. I can't use them because the whole wheelchair thing, and I need hand controls. I know the cars have hand controls, but anyway, it's as I continue to talk with the plethora of people who live in Capitol Hill and Alamo Placida and Golden Triangle who have dogs, who have no legal place to take their dogs, Quality Hill seems to be a reasonable suggestion. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts about that too. If you live near Quality Hill Park, or you own a dog and you're not sure where to take your dog to get some of that energy out, what do you do? Let us know again in the comments, or if you want a little more privacy, of course, you're welcome to reach out to us at district10@denvergov.org. So that's a bit about housing, transportation, and representation. I don't see any questions in the Facebook live stream right now, so I am going to sign off. I hope that you have the opportunity to take advantage of this beautiful day. I hear the weekend is supposed to be really good too, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being engaged in the political process, and I look forward to chatting with you again soon. Have a great weekend.